Welcome to Houston, Texas. We are live in the National Collegiate Rugby 2022 Men's Fall Nationals. We are here at Aviva Stadium, just in South Houston, and we are almost set for our second semi-final of the day. Coming up next, again, our second semi-final. We've already had one ticket punched. These two squads are ready to rock and roll. Wayne State taking on the Catholic University of America. Wayne State in their black and yellow and white trim jerseys, taking on Catholic in their black, red, and white. Let's take a look at Wayne State this weekend. Their path here to Houston. Wayne State coming in at 9-0. They've had all of their playoff victories with a 30-point win. The boys from Wayne, Nebraska are ready to rock and roll this weekend. Let's take a look at the next level players for the Wildcats.
It is going to be Joe Dow is certainly a player to look at here for the Wildcats at number 8. He gets things moving. Colin Indagandela is another player to keep an eye on here for this big team. He's wearing number 7. He's playing a local side flanker. He's all over the field. He's ready to go. And Mdelalose is the man to watch. The number 10, Vuya Mdelalose, playing for this Wildcats team. Keep an eye on him. Darren Barner, one of his favorites.
We'll take a look at the other side. Catholic's road to Houston, 9-0 on the year. A little bit of a tougher challenge in their last two matches, but able to come away with those hard-fought victories. And the Cardinals from DC are looking hot and ready to go. They are ranked number 6 in our NCR final coaches poll, and they are taking on the number 2 Wayne, Nebraska. Let's take a closer look at these Cardinals. Mr. John Broker.
Thank you, Tim. The next level players here. Watch Agustin Orrego. He was going to play at number 7, but he's moved to number 12 as Sebastian Musalem has had to pull out of the game late. So a very versatile player there, as well as John Walsh at number 8. He likes to run. He can get off the back there. He can make things happen pretty quick. One of the great Cardinals players. And Ethan Goslaw, the big number 3, just packing it down. Part of an impressive front row there. 6 foot 250 from Hanover, Mass. The big fella is ready to play.
We are just about ready to get going ourselves here. Whistle sounds. Our center is Matt Lake. As kickoff underway, mishandled a bit by Wayne State out of their own end, but they'll go for the boot to relieve some pressure here. Kick finds touch nicely, and it'll be Wayne State defending the line out here from about 30 meters out.
I'm going to set your mark both times every time.
Has been to a number of championships, men and women, over the years. Darren Barnard, 21 years as head coach. So these players know how to travel here. Catholic, just a great program, a long-time program, but haven't been on the championship stage as much. So it'll be interesting to see, how that sort of chip on the shoulder new team versus been here, done that works out today.
Wayne State's women's squad, they lost in the semifinals of the D2 bracket last weekend, and so Wildcats looking to avenge that loss here today. But right now, it's Catholic ball in hand. They'll look to take things here to the near side of the pitch, but this one gets knocked on. Unable to handle that one, Matthew Johnson. So we'll have our first scrum of the match
15,
here for the Wildcats.
Those are those early nerves that I just mentioned.
All right there,
really
guys.
have to settle down at Catholic. You're on the big stage. You're in Aviva Stadium, home of a Major League Rugby team, the SaberCats. You really want to show your best here. Winner of this game is going to take on Cal Poly Humboldt.
Fine.
Poly Humboldt looked dominant in their first victory here a couple hours ago. Right now, the put-in comes from Luong, and a strong push from Catholic blows that to bits. It'll be Catholic with the advantage here, the penalty.
I would like to see the advantage go just a little long. Great ref from Matt Lake. But I don't know if you saw Walsh come off the back of there, the nursing major from Xavier High School in New York. Certainly a rugby hotbed, had a head of steam and could have made a little ground there.
Yeah, right on the big mark.
Matthew Johnson will boot this one into touch and set up first attacking line out here for the Cardinals. As we see one of our referees there running touch,
All right, Justin
Hale, center for the first match, one of the Lone Star referees. It's first line out here for Catholic. Lucas Meyer throw this one right down the pipe. Perfectly done, and we will swing it out wide. The Cardinals charge forward. Big run there from Orrego again. Move from that flanker position out to the 12 spot. Got a solid run there to start the day. Inside with the big boys. Nice little offload from Ghost Law, the captain, and club president prop. Right before he got hit, the nice little offload to pick up a couple more meters, but this one now gets spilled backwards. Have to reload. The Orrego.
One more step.
Dragging defenders with him there. The 40-meter line go the Cardinals.
Sorry, 9.
Into it. McKenna swings it out. Charging defense sends them back and stifles that attack.
Offside 14.
Referee says they did get out early though, so a penalty here. Quick tap by the Cardinals and they'll gobble up that space here down the near side of the pitch. Support arrives in time.
Stay up. Thank you.
They'll pick and go here. Meyer, the hooker, takes it into contact. 25 meters out now. 3 meters gone by in this small college semifinal. Playing for a spot in the Cohen Cup on Sunday.
Let's go.
Take it here yet again and able to pick up another meter the hard way. Pick and drives. Strong work. Thomas Petrosino with the pick.
Hands out.
In tight, about 12 meters out. Now another quick pick and go.
One, get back up.
A few more. Cardinals nice and disciplined here. Wayne State looking to come out and attack hard on the defensive end. They meet them behind the gain line. Got hands on the ball.
Still in.
The support arrived to clear out the ruck just in time. Charge forward yet again.
It's there.
But that was Fisher.
Yep, we're going to keep playing.
Taking it in.
If it comes, I'll get
To
that.
bang with the big boys. Looks like Wayne State may have gotten their hands on that one. The referee agrees.
First in.
The Wildcats
We
are
have
able
time
to
off
get
for the injury.
themselves a bit of relief here. They'll have a penalty kick from 7 meters
We
out.
have time off.
Fantastic work at the last second there from Joe Dow, who we talked about, the number 8 from Wayne State, to turn that one over. But
Is it a
I really like
substitution?
what I'm seeing early from Catholic here. It is just varying the play. There's a pick and go. They're going wide. They're using tip runners off their forward
time is
pods.
off.
Their backs
We're going to confirm if somebody's coming on or if we're just going to play down the
I like
man
the way
for a
I
bit.
see them varying, and they're not afraid to just go to a straight-up power game as well.
Okay, so we have 2 off the field. All right. We have 2, yeah. I want to know if you guys are subbing or if you're, yeah. So we'll need the cards. Yep, take your time. Yeah, they have 2 injuries, so we're going to see if they're rolling someone on. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Joe Dow,
It's a good first 5 minutes.
big number 8 last year, if you recall, had the huge interception, was able to take it 70 meters for a big
we have the
try
one
that
sub.
set up Wayne State in the Challenge Cup. They almost were able to come back and take the win, but just barely fell short. They were doing it with 14 guys. The heart that this team showed last year has definitely drove them to their big undefeated season this year. We're just about ready to get back going again.
We have 2 subs.
Those subs
One is
on
already
for you
on.
here in a sec.
The other one's coming. All right, I see him. Once he gets onside, we're starting up again.
We're going to go to their bench immediately.
Your
to the
guys
Wildcats.
way up there. That's not helpful for you.
Hey, these boys can scrum, hey?
All right. Okay, we have a full complement. Time is on.
Good look at
Holding
Endela
on.
Lose there. He is a gamer. He's certainly applauding the scrum there for Catholic. I'm not sure it's the the comment they would like. The backhand
I mean, you put a big shove in like that, you will ruffle some feathers a bit.
got it.
Wayne State
Got it.
looking like they're going to be able to shake that one off, though.
All right, 5.
4 minutes gone by. Here in our second
Take one, half
semifinal.
step back. Half step back. Thank you.
Cougars will take this one, or Wildcats take this one off the top. Lose spins it out wide. They'll continue to work it through the hands, but a big tackle comes up. blows that up. Torres could not get past the 22.
Thank you.
Wayne will look for a different exit strategy here.
Use it.
Wong's going to pull this one out.
All on.
Box kick up over the top. Not quite the distance he was looking for, but we did get a knock on. Turnover back to Wayne State.
Yeah, the Catholic player there just didn't see, you know, the ball coming up in his son here in Aviva Stadium. Just kind of got in his own world and just knocked going on. I was thinking to myself, if the box kick didn't get the distance they certainly would have liked on it. And they weren't particularly contesting it, but it worked out in Wayne State's favor in the end.
Crouch.
Weather, John, not your normal December weather down here in Southeast Texas. Mid-70s, always going to be a little bit humid. You get that high. Let's see who's got the fresher legs to get it done today.
He was not held.
Run through into Lose. Gets them moving forward. Continue to charge with the big fellas. There goes Camp over the 10-meter line. A little bit of movement there from Luong, looking to open up that post. Get runners coming in behind him possibly.
No.
Move forward, but strong defense from the Cardinals. Lose looks for exit strategy. Got to have this one land in the field of play. It lands in touch, so we'll bring it all the way back to where the ball was kicked for a line out. Turnover ball back to Catholic.
I might have skipped off of one of the Catholic players there, but it looks like it did just go straight to touch.
Yeah, I know I lost it. That's all.
Catholic ball here.
Continuing to charge forward. Again, they've had some tough wins, but they were able to put up 34 and 41 in their last couple of matches. Last one against Susquehanna, number 8 team in the nation, 41-39 that score. Not afraid of lately contested games or putting up big points. Let's see what they've got in the bag here off the line out. Nice line, straight up the gut in the center of the pitch. For the next phase here. Comes out to the far side, coming up strong and making the tackle, Jaden James for the Wildcats. Back at midfield now. This one's knocked on, scooped up.
First by 12, then by 17.
Looks like we had a knock on by the Wildcats first, though. Or, excuse me, knocked on in return there by the Wildcats. Couldn't hang on to it. Trent Draper with the drop, so we'll have a scrum down back to Catholic.
He's still the Wildcats here, just really trying to work from power to power. They had the scrum come against them there from the Cardinals, and then they come back with some really big runs and really just trying to knock it back at them with the physical game. Wildcats want to match them there. And both teams to see how wide they can get the ball as you saw that knock on.
Driving up.
Stayed firm that time, did the Wildcats. Able to hold up enough pressure to get Catholic to start to turn that thing without moving forwards.
He's got to drive straight.
Strong push there from Wayne State. Repels the Cardinals and allows them to have a penalty kick, and Lose will look for touch. And find it about 35 meters out.
Players driving up there in that scrum from the Cardinals. They have an all sort of northeast part of the United States front row. Player from Xavier High School in New York City, Fairfield Rugby Club in Connecticut, and the Boston Irish Wolfhound. So running right up the coast. Some of those big fellas just got on the wrong side of it that time.
Little movement here, but a jarring tackle knocks that one loose. Camp couldn't hang on to it. Cardinals are back in possession. Skip pass, dropped again, just a few handling errors already this far for the Cardinals. Unfortunate as they're now pinned in about 25 meters from their own goal line.
Were you saying
late afternoon, a little humidity.
By red?
Wayne
okay, well, I saw
players.
black first, so we're in the right place.
Certainly from colder climates as
Thanks, Jan.
the Catholic University Cardinals. So that ball slipped through their hands. It'll be a question in this game of who can maintain possession better with a little more solid handling.
This might be an area where you give a little advantage to Wayne State, who was here last year and already experienced this. This one blows up, and we're going to have a penalty. Their second in a row off the scrum for Wayne State.
St. Sean Richter was driving in, the Xavier product, first-year player.
Saw a big push on the first scrum, but 2 penalties given to the Wildcats in the last couple. 10 minutes gone by here in the first half. Looks like Ndolose is going to go for points.
So on
See
this
if the Wildcats can notch the first few up on the board.
Everyone's driving up, and we need to make sure they're just going straight. Yeah. If flankers can keep hips in.
Hips in. Alrighty.
Thank you.
Words of wisdom there from Matt Lake, our referee. Ndolose looks to strike this one.
Ndolose from Johannesburg, South Africa. Went to King Edward VII School. We've enjoyed watching him over the years. Just over the year. He's a sophomore now. Seems like he's been around forever.
Also joined in the All-Star stuff, playing with the Grizzlies, I believe. Beautiful kick, has the distance. And it's a 3-point lead for Wayne State. Just 11 minutes gone by in the first half. Here in this semifinal to see who will punch their ticket and face Cal Poly Humboldt at 1 p.m. Central Time on Sunday.
That's a good positive mental thing for Wayne State right now, is to get those 3 points on the board. They've had some big boys running at them. They've weathered a little bit of a storm. They've run a bit on their own. There's been a bit of mishandling. Getting first points on the board is huge for this Wayne State team.
This high ball almost found a bit of space, but a strong take. Sualo storms over the 10-meter line and sets up Wayne State here. Skip pass out to the side. Again, Camp could not hang on to that one. And it'll be a turnover ball back to Catholic here for the scrum.
Good pressure from Catholic, forces that, and again, this is, back to them on the kind of psychological battle after putting 3 points on the board. Wayne State gives up a little silly error there. Gives a good attacking position to this Cardinals team.
Come on, let's go.
The majority of this game
Flankers keep their hips in.
Here in Wayne State's half of the pitch.
Crouch.
Wayne, though, able to cash in on their first movement inside the Cardinals' half.
Stay in.
University of America looking to make something happen now. Straight line there from strong charging run. Again, that's the flanker Urrego, who's moved over to the center position. You see him running north and south most of the day. Will continue to go weak to the far side. Through the hands of Fisher.
No, hands out. Lost it. No pull.
Good. Get low, get low, get low.
Aggression, strong take this time. Slips off one tackle. Makes a few more meters for the Cardinals. Things inside for the most part. There's a skip pass from the center. Off the mark, no good though from Urrego. He's able to jump on it himself.
Good counter.
Secure possession back. Good counter, as we heard from the referee there for Wayne State. They stayed on their feet, put good pressure on it. That's the Cardinal catching things flat-footed and finally getting one picked away. Trent Draper
Knock-on advantage black.
snags that one back. We are going to play a knock-on advantage here for Wayne State as well. Try to come around the side. Nice little inside pass back in to stay away from that line. Advantage is over now. Just like that, it is lost forward. Thought maybe it went off the boot, but we will have a turnover ball here as we approach the 14th minute Catholic scrum.
Both teams just kind of going through 3 or 4 phases. Then that little knock-on just creeps in there and just halts that momentum. Once somebody can hold on the ball a little longer and draw them in a little bit more, bring those defenses in and find the space, it'll work a lot better for them. The ball come out just one pass too many. And they're trying to push the ball just a little too much with some of these passes.
Bind.
Drive.
Set.
Solid drive from the Cardinals. Sets up a good attacking platform here, but it's lost forward. Urrego couldn't hang on to that one as he saw a wall of black and gold right in front of him.
That was Vitellius actually out there who let that one go the outside center. The junior philosophy major just couldn't quite hang on to that. Was running a good line with their starter play. Convert.
Crouch.
Take a second look. Crunching tackle. Solid double tackle. Mandela along with him to Lilose.
Yeah, there is no stability.
Getting involved to jar that one loose.
Let's go, guys.
Set themselves back up with it.
Crouch.
Watch out.
Bind. Set. Elbows up.
Go inside of the
Our
field here,
referee
Tim.
from New York State sets us back up. They did split it, and they'll take a look here on the near side, looking for a gap up over the top. Nicely done off the outside boot, finds some space, and now take the return kick back into Lilose. Looking for his options here.
50-22 is
Looking
on.
for that 50-22, trying to find it, and it will trickle all the way in. What a beautiful kick from Lilose, setting up Wayne State with the attacking line out.
Lilose is such an intelligent player. You saw him off that first kick, almost getting himself that 50-22. He skews it off the side of his boot, it looks like, but it's what he meant to do. It skips down perfectly. He gets a ball in return behind his 50-meter line, wide open spaces in the Cardinals' backfield. Pushes it out, 50-22 line out for Wayne State.
New to rugby, if you make that kick from behind midfield, you're able to have it land in touch and trickle out inside the 22. You get the line out, and so now Wayne State will look to attack into Lilose. Tries to find something here on the near side. The way out and cutting in is Pretorius. Lost it forward. So yet again, John, these knock-ons have been damaging to both attacking squads. Neither team really able to get any continuity just yet.
Card over to Pretorius down to get it tended to. Tim, this would be the third injury sub inside of 16 or 17 minutes. Wayne State team. This is a challenge for them.
It's the same knee from the very first, I think.
Yeah.
Took a second look there. Didn't really see anything
Those pictures have gotten better.
too damaging with it. Lost it really before contact had fully come in, but you hate to see that here on the national stage. John, we still have one more matchup, semifinal match here after this one. So stay tuned. We've got the D2 semifinal.
If he goes off for an injury, then he's off for the game. You can take him out and play down play 14, and he can come back on. Yeah.
Just a bit of hard luck there as he comes down on that leg. Looks like he'd hurt a little bit earlier. I thought he was holding his hamstring there for a second, but his knee must be bothering him. Maybe a little bit of a lingering.
Medic, is he off? He's off. Okay,
Injury
then we'll
from
have
earlier.
We'll need a sub.
Yeah, they were explaining their options there, but they have chosen
Black, we'll need
to
a sub then, right?
enter a full sub back in as he will be coming off. Like to see that again, like you said, 3 guys already. It's really going to test the depth of this squad. Quite a few freshmen off the bench.
The medic is telling me he has to go off, but I'm not sure if it's head or something else. But either way, we need a decision.
See Andy Buck, one of the referee organizers there on the right, just talking to him. Darren Barner, head coach for this Wayne State team, assessing whether he thinks a player go off. But the medical team is saying yes, and
to play with 14.
The medical team rules
he
the
can
day,
come back
of
on a
course.
stoppage. Time back on. We have a scrum.
It looks like they're going to play with a player. Are they bringing in the sub? I thought they might play a player short to try to keep that player on.
Yeah, it sounded like from what Matt Lake, our referee, was saying down there that they are just going to play with 14 men for now. See if they bring, looks like they'll bring an extra here into the,
Last 2 pictures are good. We'll keep it up.
make sure they're at full strength in the scrum.
Wake up, boys. Let's go.
See if Catholic can make them pay for that choice.
Set. Hold up.
They're with an attack out the back line. They're able to secure possession. Nice quick pass, but this one goes to deck. And it'll be Wayne State with an attacking scrum. This could work out for them and still have a player coming back on in a few.
That first scrum from the Cardinals was so strong, just powered over. And since then, Wayne State's been able to neutralize that just a little bit. But you see, ball comes out, little skewed there, a bad pass, a little knock comes to
Good guys, here we go.
fly half there, and John Fisher. They would have been better just have big John Walsh take it off the back, set it up, and give themselves a little more room to clear their lines.
Crouch. Bind.
Follow, Matt.
Big opportunity for the Wildcats now. And by Luong.
Number 1, collapse.
They were diving in to come get that one, but a penalty already called. And so turnover ball, and it'll be the Cardinals with an opportunity to relieve some pressure.
Number 1.
That is how you answer for Catholic right there. Just put the power down in the scrum.
This one not going out, and Lose with it. Nasty little step to the right, cuts it back in, around the second as well. Third finally brings him down. And Lose sets up his squad here.
Good.
Near the center of the pitch. 40 meters out now to attack from the far side. Couple of fans there. Suwala
It's all there. Work back, guys.
takes it in. Hard line, over to Camp. Able to keep things moving here on the near side now. Wayne State, good job securing possession. Lose with options here. Decides to take it straight through, dragging defenders with him. Solid tackle from Petrosino. They'll look to take it again, this one off the mitts though. Fleeks couldn't hang on. Cardinals now with it at their own 22. Charging defense from Wayne State, has them on their heels. Support arrives just in time.
Nothing's coming. We have a knock-on over here. We're coming back to it.
Playing advantage, so we'll come back to a scrum down for the Cardinals.
Knock on by Black.
Never
advantage.
really
Scrum
opportunity
right,
here for the Cardinals, Tim. Trying to run against this Wayne State team from their own 22 with an advantage. You know, it was a bit troubling. They're very fast. They had a lot of team speed. Really settling in here, getting the ball, hopefully pushing it downfield for some position. It got much better for this Catholic University team.
Let's go. Doing well.
Hard rush defense. Wayne State causing havoc back there as Cardinals catching it just a little bit flat-footed in that back line. We are almost midway through the first half of action. Wayne State up 3-0. Tim Wilkes, John Broker, Tyler Deutsch coming to you live here from Aviva Stadium in beautiful Houston, Texas. And a penalty here, offsides. As Luong got a little bit too aggressive from that scrum half position, caused the penalty.
I need more try on the second row.
Javier Luong just skipped over there, just couldn't help himself, the scrum half. Penalty against him now.
Just gotta make sure you stay behind that ball when you're defending the scrum. As soon as it pops out, you can go snag it, but he got a little too aggressive. Got in front of that ball in an offside spot. So the Cardinals now with a line out just outside their own 10-meter line.
Full.
See Lucas Meyer getting final instructions.
Finn, give me a half step back. Thank you.
Black. 1, 2, 3. Bust it.
Tried to go up to the front pod. Not straight, says the referee. So an option here for a scrum down or line out for Wayne State. They defer to the line out. Stay away from those scrums. See what they can do here.
There you go.
They've been fairly even on the scrums as Wayne State. I'm a little surprised with this call.
This one did go straight. Tap back by Wayne State. And Lose looking for something. Looks like we have an advantage being played, though, from our referee, Matt Lake. That one kicked away, but no advantage ever gained. And we will come all the way back. Again, that kick was taken maybe only like 5 meters in front of where that penalty was, so never fully gained the advantage. So it'll be Wayne State coming back with the penalty here.
Catholic just a little too eager there.
Back line
Jumping
up
off
early.
sides, and Wayne State right in front of the post.
Shot called.
It looks like Lose is going to set this one up and try to strike his second penalty here to extend the lead. Cashing in wherever they can are the Wildcats.
It's interesting to watch, Tim. This more kind of explosive individual players in the Wayne State team. You can see from early on, starting with Lose. What a talent he certainly is. Where it's a little bit more of a team, but just trading back and forth here. No tries in it so far. And Wayne State just having the wherewithal to slow down and say, let's just keep this scoreboard ticking over if we can. Let's keep putting those points on the board, and we got to get to that final any way we need to.
South Africa native lines himself up yet again here. Live ball if it doesn't go through. Fuyo Mdlalose does not have the distance of this one. Comes off the crossbar, scooped up here by the Cardinals, but they're able to come down our Wayne State and make a big tackle. Solidly done there. Quindella comes in, and then they're able to come away with the penalty as well. So 10 meters out, Wayne State with an attacking penalty.
The Cardinals just playing with fire. Ball goes over the try line, they could touch it down, they could get a 22 drop.
Okay.
They decide to run it out. Immediate first tackle forces the penalty.
Now Wayne State
Okay,
look
boys,
to
here we
take
go.
a quick tap. They set things up. Here comes Camp with the charge right in the center of the pitch.
Stay back.
Wildcats start to flare out there to the right. Long will feed it out there to him. Step through. Swallow in and scores the try. Wayne State get the first try of the match. Well done from the Wildcats. And it's now an 8-0 lead.
Look, great work there by the Wildcats. You saw them just draw people in, using the first-year player, Keenan Kemp, the 19-year-old prop for Victoria, South Africa, to draw some people in. Just move it wide, and spaces open up. And Letsawala is not going to let that space go begging. Great try from him.
Letsawala out of Johannesburg, South Africa, played with the Pirates Rugby Club. Watch this one again. Good hands out to the far side.
Just finds it. Good work there by Letsawala. You see Matt Lake was right on the spot there, but those spaces just opened up. He had a runner outside of him. He made the defense just make a couple of decisions, and they made the wrong one, just open it up for him. 5 points on the board.
Mdlalose here from the right side now. Strikes this one clean, but does not have the distance. So now with that last
really not getting, you know, those kicks today. Just the kicks aren't going his way at the moment. That could make a difference as the game wears on here. Now we're just at a few less points. Taking a look at the try there.
It's a solid tackle. Looked like John Fisher came in and lowered the boom there, but solid job from Letsawala to be able to still get that down and gather himself. Find some distance here. Will return. Well done. Able to find some space here behind the defense. Return kit back here coming from Johnson.
Was that direct, Justin? Was that direct? Bounced in first? Okay, thank you.
Clarification from the referee. That one did bounce out.
Or not. Just,
thanks, Justin.
Yeah, just bounced before it went out, so the good move upfield. Very, very smart kick there from Catholic. Get the ball in this part of the field.
Down by 8 here.
Are you got to be in the 15 then. Perfect,
take this one away from Wayne State in the line out. It's under 15 minutes left to play here in the first half. Wayne up by 8. Good job of the defense coming up and refusing to let Luong toss that pass out. This one does come out, but they're able to retain possession for now. Pick and go. Support arrives.
Yep, sorry.
Possibly out, but they'll send it back into Mdlalose with the boot. Just looking for some distance here. Able to find a little, but they're back on the attack are the Cardinals. Ford looking for space, takes to the deck.
Play on.
Charge in, Rego.
No hands on it. Good try.
Excuse me, there's Rego stepping through the defense. Around 1, off to Mayer. Mayer into contact, but lost it forward. But again, too much sloppy handling for the Cardinals. Just have killed anything they've been able to get going here in the first half.
It's a knock on by 2, Red.
Take a quick step down to Tyler Dodge on the field. What you got, Tyler?
All right, So props. You've had 4 penalties, one by each of the 4 of you.
Stadium, but the nerves have both sides having a little bit of trouble getting their footing, but you can see Wayne State has not settled down at all, although they are the only ones with points on the board at the moment. You can see Darren Barner getting his steps in on the sideline, yelling out, reminding his boys what they need to do to win this half. Back to you guys.
Stay up!
Thank you, Tyler.
Stay straight!
Put into the scrum here. The Wildcats look to make something happen. This deep pass, they're able to come back out right in front of the gain line. Kramer with the take in from the wing. Pass there from the 4 to the 5. Lance into contact. Lose to the near side. Good use of hands. Out all the way. In space now is Inquindella. Looking for some support. Trying to tiptoe. That ball, even though that foot might be there on the line, will continue on into Lose. Out to the outside. Here comes Letsualo. The foot still in play. 25 meters out for Wayne State. Camp left this one behind.
Knock on advantage right on the tackle.
Advantage being played. We're going to have a high tackle there. Grabbed up too high on the jersey, and attacking penalty now for Wayne State.
Penalty there for Catholic, but Emdalalosa looked like he was going to be clear there if he could have gotten away. Runners just to the outside of him. That was dangerous.
Yes.
Even though they get the penalty, that opportunity there just to staunch the attack from Wayne State. Not bad for the Cardinals.
Start to creep up on 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. And let's remember, John, we've already had 3 subs from Wayne State. As you see Emdalalosa coming around.
He wouldn't.
The tackle player's foot was on the line. Ghost law.
Okay, and what's the ball? All right.
Prop.
Okay.
Reach out there trying to drag that player down. Last gasp before Emdalalosa was away, so not surprising.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you're back.
Waiting the final decision here. It does look like
What's that?
Wayne will probably boot this one into touch and set up for a line out.
Only in the collar and he let go. That's why it wasn't. If he pulled him completely down by it, we'd be talking about something different.
The penalty explanation there by Lake. Did grab high up on the back of the jersey. If he'd slung him to deck, we may have a different conversation here. But just a penalty.
Catholic University, the bench there. Boys are still happy to be here in Houston. Long tradition at Catholic University of players. Tom Lyons, one of their coaches, went there.
Yep.
My friend Mike Kowalski was a big second row at Catholic University.
All right, Beyond, you got the front for me.
Potomac Athletic Club.
You're good there. Thank you.
Cardinals out of the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Look to set up on defense here. Strong shove back against Wayne State.
We'll be fine. Play it on.
Wayne State need to pull this one out of there, though. It's got to be presentable.
Yes, that's a maul. That's a maul.
It's not. They brought it into the maul. They couldn't get it out. Turnover ball back to the Cardinals.
This is the power game of the Cardinals. This is where their strengths are.
Yeah, I'm with
They
you.
need to find a way now
Material.
down by 8 points to really
But thank you.
contain that Wayne State team, maybe slow the game down a little bit so their size and power is more effective. If you start to break apart and let the Emdalalosa type players and Incandela, Toalo break free, it's going to be a long afternoon for the Cardinals, so this power game is important for them.
Penalty here.
Angle. Coming around.
As the angle did come inside there. Not a straight drive there from Wayne State.
Not straight.
So penalty back to Catholic. Keep in mind, John, Catholic coming into this one did have a late scratch. One of their stars, Musalem, at that inside center position, is off the pitch. They've had to make a replacement. So they are down some of their firepower here in the back line as well.
See the fans up in the stands there, just following the game up and down, not deciding to take a seat here at Aviva Stadium. Want to be close to their players. Special
thanks to all the fans that have been able to come join us here. Beautiful South Houston. fantastic day as we look to see who will punch their ticket to play Cal Poly Humboldt in the Cohen Cup final. Right now, it's Wayne State back in possession, up by 8. About 8 minutes left to play in the first half.
7, roll to the right. All right, it's there.
Close to maybe getting a not rolling away call, but they're able to get it around the down Cardinal player. Around the corner here, Valance going east and west, finally turns it up and support arrives just in time. They made contact and not releasing the call, so we're gonna have a penalty here.
Control the body.
See if this one's centered enough. Maybe Mdolose goes for posts, and that will be the case.
Just 1 for 3 at the moment, Mdolose, so he should take his time about this one, really make sure he gets his rhythm down. Obviously, they're very confident in his kicking. If they're gonna let him continue to do so, he really wants to make sure he's comfortable on this ground.
I had to jump on, give my guys a break.
So even on the miss earlier, they were still able to pin them deep as we take another look here.
Player just coming in over there, then just coming off his feet a little too quick for the Cardinals. Matt Lake not happy with that. Goodness, the hand motion there was that he was not supporting his own body weight.
Kick did not sound like it came off clear, and this one will be back into the hands of the Cardinal. Not enough on it, and so they'll look to attack and see if they can relieve some pressure here. Down by 8, under 7 minutes left to play in the first half of this national championship semifinal. Take this one strongly into contact. Ghost Law, team president and captain, trying to lead from the inside. Over the top there. Bringing it through Orrego. Orrego out to the outside. Here's a burst. Around for Catholic. This is what they needed to switch the pitch. They're able to keep it in. But all sort of dismay there at the back of the ruck as it gets blown up. And it will be a Wayne State line
from Wayne State right there. Saw the intent from Wayne State there, Tim. They just came in, ruck was set, they came in, saw the opportunity for a counter ruck, wound up pushing the ball on a touch, and they're going to get the line out. That was very, very intelligent work from this Wayne State team.
You got it. Okay.
Keep the pressure on here. Nice take off the top, back to Wong. Lose, skip pass. Here to the near side, nice kick through. A little bit of open space. On the chase is Rivers. Able to provide a little bit of hold up there, but Johnson's able to take it through them, and then they're called for the penalty. So it will be the Cardinals here. About 5 minutes left to play with the penalty.
The kicking game from Wayne State, it didn't work out right there. It wound up in a penalty when the players came down. But they have players kicking from across the field, and as the game goes on, it's really going to force the Cardinals to have a number of players back and open up some of the field for these dangerous runners for the Wildcats.
Corey's got that kick and got it in the hands of Mendolose, easily able to make another huge burst up 20 meters, back over onto the Cardinals' half of the pitch. Mendolose gets crushed this time. Strong tackle from the Cardinals. They send the Wildcats back. Luong looking to find another runner in support here. This one did go forward, says our referee, Matt Lake. So with under 5 left to play, it'll be a Catholic scrum.
Good work there by Catholic, putting pressure on that runner who knocked that ball on. But that hit just previously on Mdolose. You got to imagine any coach is going to tell their team, just contain that player and give them everything you got. And that's certainly what Catholic did right there.
We have to be better. Elbows up, straight drive. We might have to escalate if this doesn't get better. Coach!
Lake comes here to the near side to make sure no funny business here in the front rows. Strong push from Wayne, and they're able to take this one. Here to the near side, and Mdolose with the stab kick through. Has a chaser in on it. They're able to take it away. Good work by Sean Ford for Catholic, and now it's the Cardinals back on the front foot. Chip kick up over the top. Wayne State always in fantastic position. They're able to take this one, but a bit of a stumble there from Pretorius. We've seen him struggle with injuries throughout. He's back on the pitch here. Has to take it to deck, but support arrived in time. Go for the high boot up over the top of this one. Not quite the distance they were looking for. Referee says the Wayne State was onside, and now they're bursting back through. Offload, Fleeks couldn't hang on to it. It ended up being knocked on. Just see how quickly Wayne State can flip the field with the boot. Catholic in hand though, 3 minutes left to play here in the first half, down by 8. Continue to pick and drive. Just looking to hang on to it, going phase after phase. Working so far. They've been able to make a good 15 meters here after a few phases of pick and goes. They'll keep it in tight. Wayne State pulling their own guys out of the back of the ruck. Smartly done to keep everything legit, and now they'll pick and go again. Ghostlaw lowers the boom, makes a few more. Strong stuff. We saw so many handling errors for Catholic here in the first half. Each time they were getting into this half of the pitch, just something little would happen. Now they seem to be finding their groove. Another strong run. Petrosini, freshman biology major, was carrying guys. They continue to move forward. 25 meters out now are the Cardinals with 2 minutes left to play. Another pick and go. Ghostlaw again. Ghostlaw, NCR All-Star last year, one of the best on this squad, trying to lead there. Right now, strong defense from Wayne. Keeps them outside of the 22. Come back in, Richter. Couldn't get much either. Thought about taking it weak, will spin it out. The dangerous pass ends up finding its target. Hoya is able to get a little bit before the offload. Gets it there to Petrosini. Inside the 22 now are the Cardinals, but a turnover. Strong work on the defensive end, not releasing the call. They got their hands on it, and the Wildcats have a turnover.
All that good work by the Cardinals comes to a turnover right there. And sometimes, if you just play the numbers game, there are 8 forwards. You need basically 3 people in each ruck. So, 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. You eventually start running out of people. People get tired. It's a bit of hard work in there. And maybe we want to just try something else. Maybe people a little wide. But unfortunately, turned over.
Lose was able to find touch with that kick. And not a lot of wind out here. About 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Let's go. We're at full time. We're at full time.
So I'm about to say 30 seconds left to play, but our referee, Matt Lake, of the New York Rugby Union, lets us know that this will be the final play. Able to get the Cardinals up in the air, secure possession, and they'll boot it out into touch. And that will do it for the first half. We'll go down to Tyler Joy, Cardinals coach. Tyler.
I've had now 3 call-ins. So when we had the penalty for coming up early on the line.
I'm here with Coach of Catholic University. Coach, you're down 8. It's obviously not a comfortable lead for Wayne State. What's your plan going into the second half?
I don't think we change much. I think we just keep possession, keep moving it down the field.
Now, for the first half here, what can you credit to the scoreboard right now? Did you say that maybe it's a little bit of nerves? What do you guys need to work on to ensure that you can push past and score some points in the second half?
I think all the credit goes to Wayne State and just a really experienced side. It looks like guys have been playing a long time out there. They're really good. Yeah.
Definitely a good matchup. Well, good luck in the second half. Go talk to your boys. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tyler. We'll see if those changes can be made by the Cardinals. Right now, they're down 8-0 here in the second semifinal of the Small College Cohen Cup. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the second half. Keep it here on NCR's YouTube. We'll come back in a few.
Since 1979, We've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening. We've been cutting, shaping, and painting. We've created strength and beauty time and again. Our machines are made for one thing: the perfect hit. We are the crouch. We are the bind. We are the set. We are the squeeze. We are the hit. We are Rhino, home of the scrum.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have Sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we running. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
Since 1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Houston, Texas. We are ready to rock and roll for the second half here in the Small College Semifinals here from beautiful Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats. The sun setting, but we still have plenty of rugby action to unfold. 8-0 your score. Wayne State on top of Catholic. We've got Tyler Doidge down on the pitch with Wayne State's head coach.
Head coach of Wayne State, Darren Barner. Deja vu, good to see you again. You were here with the women's program last weekend. Obviously, you're holding a little bit of a lead right now, but I know that doesn't make you comfortable. What are you thinking?
No, it's great to be up by 8, not by 7, right? So we got a little bit of insurance, but the whole big thing is we got a little bit of breeze behind our back. Play on their end, right? Make them go 80 yards to score, and we only got to go 40. So the whole thing is playing on their half of the field. Defense, defense, and defense. We held them out first half. That's the goal of second half.
But there's one thing we know about Wayne State, it's intensity. I see you pacing up and down here on the sideline. What are you trying to tell your boys that they already know?
Well, I can tell you this. Night before the game, we watch Hacksaw Ridge. Take the hill. And the first 15 guys up that hill ain't necessarily the ones who are going to climb over the top, are they? It's going to rely on our bench. And it's everything. And you got to give every single thing you have to climb that hill and raise that flag. Black and gold.
Looking forward to it, Coach. Good luck. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tyler. We sit here, 40 minutes gone by, into the second half. 40 seconds gone by. 8-0 the score. Wayne State on top and looking to make something happen here. Nice big blow lowered there on the outside. They're 10 meters out now. They will get a penalty. No, it'll be Catholic earning themselves a penalty and a chance to get out of the woods.
Important for the Cardinals. So you saw and you heard it from Darren Barner right there. Wayne State wanted to come out on fire in the second half and just attack, and put the pressure on them. Good work by the Cardinals to turn that one over.
Take this kick into touch. Still inside the 22, but that's what they will have their first line out here of the second half. Again, this Cardinal squad 9-0 on the year out of Washington, D.C., trying to make something happen here from the Mid-Athletic Conference. Just too many mistakes there in the first half. A lot of knock-ons. We saw a lot of good drive, keeping it inside from them. They're late in the second half. Let's see if they continue with that strategy here. Got tipped. I think we do have advantage being played. But a big driving maul for the Cardinals. This one's not coming out of there, and the penalty is going to be awarded as Wayne State drug that one down illegally.
Number 5.
Coaches for the Cardinals here probably just at halftime said power, power, power. They realize that's where their strength is if they're going to take on this Wayne State team. Keep them contained with these kicks, put the pressure on them, put the power on them, but use your big boys.
So far, so good here as they march their way down the pitch. Again, thank you so much for joining us. However you're watching, Facebook stream, YouTube stream, we just appreciate it. Thanks to Next Level Rugby, everybody at the National Collegiate Rugby, everybody here with the SaberCats allowing us to put on this fantastic tournament here for the second year in a row. And right now it's Catholic, ball in hand. They lost this one backwards. They're almost able to retain, but it's Draper coming in for Wayne State, snagging that one back. A couple of fins off there. Swallow takes it in, 10 meters now, looking for some space. Pass just off the mark into Lalose. Threw that one a little bit too far backwards. They're able to come back. Kramer retains possession for the Wildcats, now outside the 22. Pass from James, swings it out to the far side. Nice rumble through the defense. Here goes Valance, and Valance is in for the try. Wayne State, just like that, cashes in for another 5, 3 minutes into the second half.
Seth Valance goes with that try. At first, when he got the ball, he started to take off, took a left. Instead of going straight up and down the field, you had to wonder where he was going, but eventually that hole opens up in the Cardinals defense, and Valance, good individual work. See the ball come out to him here. He's just kind of coming across the field. Eventually, he finds a gap, gets around a runner, cannot be held down by Giordano. And Valance is going to score a great individual try for Wayne State.
We've seen Valance go east and west a couple of times, but he was able to use that to his advantage and find a gap in the defense. Strong work for him on the year. Again, another player out of Johannesburg, South Africa for Wayne State. Shows the depths that they will go to find talent all over the globe.
Next time I'm up at Wayne State, I'm going to look for their little neighborhood called Little Johannesburg. They got to certainly have a few of these guys up here.
Wayne, Nebraska. These Wildcats have come in strong here from the Mid-America Conference. Lalose strikes it true and through. Extends Wayne's lead now 15-0.
Lalose needed that as well. His kicks in the first half weren't going how he wanted them to go. So that's a good start for Lalose. Another
Take a
look
second
at the try
look
here.
here.
You just saw the space open eventually there for balance. He needed no one to tell him he should take it.
Balance, another one of those guys from the Pac North Grizzlies All-Star squad.
Scrum called.
Well, this one does not go 10, so it'll be Wayne State's put into the scrum here at midfield. 5 minutes into the second half, they've already got 7 more up on the board. We haven't seen a lot of offensive potency from Catholic, so they're going to need to strike quickly and often here to be able to not let this one get out of hand.
Yeah, not what the Cardinals would have wanted, Tim. Best thing for them would be to replicate the first scrum of the first half and just blow these guys off the ball to take that back. Fine. Certainly don't want attackers going either way here.
Set. Elbows up.
Just go back to that first scrum. They got blown up. Endolose was able to lead and say, okay, you guys can scrum. We've got something for you as well. But this time, the Cardinals have that card in the back pocket. They're able to earn the penalty with the big push.
Yes, thank you. Yep, he's in the, yeah, whichever way you want. Yep.
Look to attack here. Off the tap. Finding some hard charging runners. Take them over midfield. Back in it again is McKenna. Robert McKenna finds the charging Ghostlaw. Ghostlaw is able to tear through the defense. Definitely has been their strength. Here swinging it outside. One ball hits the deck. They're able to scoop it up. Matthew Johnson into contact. Did lose a couple of meters there. This time they'll keep it tight.
Nope, no hands on it.
For the quick ball to spin it out. Good job from Wayne to slow things down. Deep pass back into the pocket. Allows Wayne State to come up and tackle him behind the gain line. Wrong direction. Cardinals are going now. Strong pressure from the Wildcats. Now we start with the pick and drives. And there's the big fella Ghostlaw. Straight up the gut. Drags defenders with him. And then a strong clear out. Throws a few to the deck as well. TD Letsualo. There from Wayne State, still putting on the strong pressure. He comes in, makes another tackle. Back up there, Callahan, or excuse me, that was Sisti. Taking it in, and now over the 20-meter line go the Cardinals. Still looking for their first points of the day. Pick and go from Orrego.
He's in the way.
Orrego playing inside center position. He'll still come in and play that his favorite flanker spot as well. The pick and drives. This is where they were effective in the late minutes of the second half. Looks like they were able to get onto it. Referee says to let go though. 10 meters out now. Cardinals still looking to cash in. Keep it in tight. The pick and goes. Nicely done. Recycling it through. Staying in close with the support.
One step, his feet.
Another burst in, dragging defenders over, and they slam it down for their first try of the match. Big time try. Lucas Meyer, the sophomore, gets Catholic over the line for the first time.
Fairfield Rugby Club product, played for Gennaro Gelsi up in Fairfield, scoring here for Catholic
Every time you go into
University. That's just, they needed it to power game. This is what they're so strong at.
On the ground.
You see
and
the
you
tail end of it
on
here.
the body. No, and then you're keeping him there.
Just gets a
Next
hold
time
of
I
it.
see you go on the ground and not reload,
Powers
penalty
through.
against you, okay? Stay up. Thank you.
Found his way through Endolose, and the big forward, Keenan Camp.
Okay, thank you.
Awareness there from Lucas Meyer.
Two green. Okay, thank you.
In between
Yeah,
two
you're on the
more.
mark. You're good.
Is able to dive in for the try, and you see the sheer exuberance there. Able to get one in a national semifinal. Keep his team fighting along.
But that was a good call.
Try, big screen.
I got to.
Good moment for the young man. His teammates happy as well.
Good work.
Set up here, Matthew Johnson, the sophomore, economics major. Takes this kick beautifully between the posts. Gets another two up on the board. Catholic University of America, the Cardinals, finally getting things moving. keeping themselves within striking distance. Take one final look here.
Yeah, Meyer, just the back there. You see him gets by one and just sees that space. Good visual awareness, good smart play. That just changes the map here, Tim.
That's right, only 5'10", 215, but showed just how strong he is to be able to get through there. This one did not go 10. Might have trickled that way if they'd let it bounce, but we will come back for the scrum center for the Cardinals. 10 minutes gone by in the second half.
Listen to me. This is the last time I'm going to say it.
Mistake there from Wayne State, certainly on that kick. Right now, if you're Catholic,
for you
can possibly pull a scrum penalty here, push the ball downfield and attack from further in.
Needs to start higher and
tried
then stay
to
high.
have that pick and go game go from almost 40 meters out before it turned it over eventually when you eventually run out of steam. But a nice kick, win a scrum penalty, put it down in the corner, and you're able to get that drive going again. It would be a smart play here. First of all, of course, they'd have to pull that.
Set, stable, keep it up, keep it up.
Give them a good shove, but it's the Cardinals that are able to take it out the back. Cleanly there off the scrum. Nice run through the teeth of the defense there. Takes Orrego over the midfield stripe. Cardinals recycle. Strong tackles. They almost got their hands on it, did Wayne. Now they'll spin it out back deep. Or somebody on the front foot. They're able to take it in to the teeth of the defense again. Still in possession. Cardinals just looking to make something happen here. They end up getting the high tackle. Boot this one through and march their way down the pitch.
They have taken taps a couple of times, Tim. Hopefully they see the light here and push the ball downfield. Just move the chains.
Take it little by little as they go. It worked out a little while ago as they were able to finally get back into this one, down 15-0. They are on the board here, down by 8. Still plenty of work to be done. Try scorer Meyer with the throw.
Black, 156, Boston. Yeah.
Taken beautifully off the top. Almost went to deck there. They've got to bring this one back and have it presented. There's the ball. We do have advantage being played. Looks like that one was brought down illegally the second time. And now a nice charge. Orrego right through the defense. Up the gut, needs to hang on to it. Has Wildcats grasping at it all over the place. Meyer with another pick and go. What he's effective at there. On the outside, a couple of forwards looking to use the hands. This one goes out into touch.
It's a forward pass. Yeah. Scrum.
Forward pass creeps in there, Tim. You got to love Orrego, though. He's just busting tackles, making a lot of room for his team. You can only imagine what he would have done if he had to play in his preferred position of flanker there. Just taking some balls a little closer to the ruck, busting those holes, in just a bit of a better space. He has been a very good player, but not probably playing in his preferred position.
Augie, as the boys called him, Augie Orrego, 6'1" sophomore, business and sales marketing major. Have this one back in. Long just has to scramble, take this one himself. Into touch, and there's the pick and go from Valance, the try scorer. Into contact, and they'll keep that moving. Gandela over the 10-meter line for the Wildcats. There's the boot. Ndolose finds some space up over the top of the defense, and this one's going to go all the way into the try zone. They'll have to touch it down there. And it will be a goal line drop. Lots of big pressure being put on by the Wildcats now.
Once everyone's on side,
just overcooked that a little bit to Ndolose. Would you really want to kick it back to this dangerous back line of the Wayne State Wildcats?
Yeah, I saw it was at the back, which is why I let it play, but I saw it. It's got to be better still one.
He's able to triple all the way into touch.
Next one's a card.
Got big, long try zones. Back there's plenty of space for that one to die in. Now off the drop, let's see if this pressure from Wayne is enough to be able to help them cash in here. Matthew Johnson sends this one high, but it's collected by the Wildcats and stolen away. Well done there on the take. Vitellius is able to take it away, and now they'll give it a boot. They go over the top of the defense. This one's not going to find touch, but it will drive them back a good bit. A little low save there. Able to snag it on the counterattack. Charge, here comes Wayne State. A couple of moves in there from Ingandela, takes it into contact and sets things back up. Lose looking for some space. Nice little skip pass here to the near side. Offloaded in before the tackle. Recovered up here from Kramer. Kramer finally slung to death.
One more, Luke. Yep.
Lose takes it slow. Off to the left. No support. Scramble for it. And Lose is able to take it off, play on. Wayne State doing a good job retaining possession. Now they find some space on the outside. Left to Alo over the 22. 12 meters out. Working hard to retain possession. Into Camp with the offload. Into contact. There goes Valance. Couldn't take it any closer. Lose gonna find some space here on the near side. Nice little skip pass. Little touch trying to get it to the outside. Couldn't go to hand, and we'll have a line out here for the Cardinals.
Okay.
Just a little too ambitious there, trying to push that ball wide, skip it out to an open player, got knocked over by a Cardinal.
Okay. Knock on into touch. Scrum option called. Scrum down. Knock on into touch. Scrum called.
Take a second look at it there. Just off the hands into touch. That one did go forwards, but it is Wayne State.
Hey guys,
they're still applying the pressure.
So let's get both.
Interesting shot on that ball there. Trying to get whacked in a touch. I thought it was of a Cardinals player, but it turned off as a Wayne State player.
All right, let's go, guys. Championship picture.
Because it was knocked on into touch. The choice being given to Catholic, and they are definitely choosing the scrum all night long. The big guys give a good shove. This one looked like it just came right out the side, so scramble for it, but we should have another scrum.
Okay, I'll come over to that. I'm more concerned. I'll look through the tunnel. I'm still more concerned about him. I have to remain concerned about you. That last one was fine. Yeah.
Just talking about safety. I really like the way he's refereed this game so far, Tim.
Catherine, let's make sure it's
very instructive to the players, very communicative to the players. A wonderful job of making them understand where they're at, allowing players to contest around the breakdown.
Keep it up.
Strong drive against the head, and it's taken away by Wayne State. Lose with it inside the 22-meter line. They tried to find some space there on the far side, but the windows close quickly. Catholic able to fringe out, tries to catch the defense, moving side to side. So far, Catholic holds strong. 10 meters out now. Lose is going to have to get involved. It's this one back. Valance.
I'm not going to stop.
It's a little bit closer. Not too quick to roll away there, but play on, says Lake. Nice little pass there off from Kemp to Fenn. Fenn gets it off to the outside, and they're able to take it in for another try. Cullen Gadella takes it in. The freshman scores the try for Wayne State.
Just soft hands here from a couple of forwards. Moves that ball into space. Just good awareness of where they were, good awareness of where the defense was.
We're going to play on, okay?
Probably some runners out a little wider than them, but they were able to just keep that in tight. Just move that ball on. And Candela gets a hold of the try. You see here, little hands, and then just a little offload.
That was a good run of play.
And Candela had a player there he could have gone to, but try line was beckoning too much for him, and then Candela gets the 5.
Good job on that last pass. Couldn't quite see who made that final assist, but Ingandela was a little bit forward, but it was a good pass that was able to hit him on the back shoulder, kept it behind the line, and they were able to come in with the try. Excellent response for Wayne State, exactly what they needed. This thing was starting to get close, just an 8-point game, but that try will start to open things up for the Wildcats. Lose will take his time and get set here. Not the easiest of angles. the kick there off the mark with the beautiful southeast Texas skyline in the background. It's a beautiful day of rugby here.
At Stadium. These are those little soft hands. Just, you know, 2 little passes there, and then eventually Starion Fenn was able to get the ball to Incandela. Starion Fenn certainly happy to put his teammate away for that try, and that pushes them out of range possibly of this Cardinals team.
Called it though, Fenn with that beautiful offload to set up the assist.
Yeah.
Being tackled, had a leg up in the air, but still had the wherewithal to make that pinpoint pass. And we are just about back underway again. The restart will go the needed 10. Hits the deck and trickles out. Neither team wanted to get involved with that one. So we'll have a line out to Wayne State. They're up by 13 points over midway through the second half. Catholic looking to scrape back into it.
Catholic would need to score very quickly here to get back in this. 20 minutes to go, just about in the game here, Tim. And
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for checking.
More obviously, you said team speed and kind of explosive players, as opposed to sort of a power team game this Catholic side has. Going to be tough to come back.
Strong take off the top there for Wayne State. They're able to retain possession off the line out. And Lose is going to take the boot here, right through the defense, able to find a gap and get them to retreat yet again. Here comes the return. Johnson looking for something, has to go over the top, secured by Wayne State. Some space here on the near side, shrugs off one and then loses it out of bounds. Good tackle from the Cardinals, great effort to come back and get it. And that scramble back and forth, but knocked on into touch, and we'll probably have a scrum here for Catholic.
Riley Kramer was able to sneak through a couple there, the exercise science major from Nebraska Lutheran High School, but in the end, you see at the turn, gets by one. Another one's just trying to make that jersey grab here. Can't get a hold of him. He's looking for the offload, a little too ambitious. The ball just get knocked in a touch.
That's what we're checking. So, John,
junior.
To knock on into touch, you have the option of scrum or line out. Okay, you got it.
Boys, you got to fucking pay up front, right?
Yep.
Like it was a question, John. They take the scrum.
There we go.
They continue to show their strength inside.
Yeah, we have them if you want them.
Down
we'll do it now.
Big here. They really need to have some sustained possession. We see a couple more subs come on for Wayne now. They have weathered the storm and are in a good spot here in the semifinal to see who will play Cal Poly Humboldt in the Cohen Cup on Sunday at 1 p.m. local time.
So, just the 2 new props.
Cal Poly put on a show earlier, certainly against Endicott. Endicott, the Gulf Coast were very, very strong coming in.
Just the bind, it's really the bind thing high.
Took a hold of that game and ran away with it, Tim.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. The women's tournament
Scrum is
here
called. Knock on
last weekend, but you just see the pristine sunset. It's a beautiful evening, 70 degrees, slight breeze, not too humid, but plenty of fire here on the pitch between these two squads.
Crouch. Bind.
Settle here for the scrum.
Set. Keep it up. Elbow up.
Big shove coming through from Wayne State, and this one did come out through the side. So we'll have another one, but you hear the cheers echoing from the stands as Wayne State starting to feel pretty good about these scrums.
Wayne State, with the early scrums from Catholic, looking so strong as the game's worn out, and Wayne State has not only gained parity, but has drawn a couple of penalties of their own. And they're strong in this latter part.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stable.
McKenna puts it in here for the Cardinals, and they again get driven back. This one comes outside behind the flanker's foot, and they are on the front foot are the Wildcats. Nice little offload there from Draper. Draper finds their previous try scorer in Gandela. It's only 4 meters out. Looks like they lost this one forward, but we do have a penalty. They were off their feet were the Cardinals. 5 meters out. Let's see what the Wildcats decide to do.
I'd be curious to see whether that ball came squirting out of the ruck before the player came off his feet. It's a little close there. The ball got knocked out of there, but we'd have to see. Certainly an interesting call.
Could have come out of that ruck and been play on at that point, but right now we'll take a quick breather, kind of reset ourselves as we got about 15 minutes left to play in this one.
It just naturally came out from the movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it still came out the back. Mold just turned, so it seemed like it came
Seems like that's perfect. Thank you.
Hear the discussion from our referee, Matt Lake, out of the New York State Referee Society. Special thanks to everybody that have been able to come in from around the country, all the different referee organizations supporting National Collegiate Rugby here this weekend. We've got a few Lone Star. We've seen
okay, so he's going to come
from
off.
all
That
over.
player can come on. The substitute can come on now.
Referees, looks like they'll make another sub here. It does appear to be Ngandela possibly down there, receiving some attention.
Ngandela, the try scorer.
If we're able to get
the last one to get
touch,
there, so
I don't know if he's mobile.
Attention.
So
tested Darren Barner's bench here for this Wayne State team.
Are we able to get him over to the side? Yeah. Let's get you. I got you. Come on.
Let's send it down to Tyler. We've got a Sabercat down there with him.
All right, we're going to restart on my whistle. 13 off feet. I'll check first. All right, John, you ready? Okay, Finn. Okay.
Future MLR town. What are you thinking so far?
Yeah, it's really nice being out here. We're probably just coming out and playing on our field. So yeah, it's always nice to see the new guys, and the future look bright in America. So hopefully in a few years' time we will be able to play with these guys. So yeah, looking forward.
You've been with the Sabercats for a bit of time now. What are you looking forward to going into the next season?
It's going to be a tough season, you know it. Like all the teams know what to expect now and how's everything going to go. So yeah, hopefully the guys can pull it through. So yeah.
Thanks for giving us some time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tyler. Lose put on his dancing shoes, but it ends up being lost. And the Cardinals are back in possession now. From inside their 22, a pick and drive to relieve a bit of pressure. Seen a great deal of the use of the boot so far. Continue. It's going to be a time-consuming type of possession. Just the pick and goes. Down by 13 with about 15 minutes left to play. They're able to find a bit of daylight. Good running there from La Jolla, taking it up through the defense. Continue to push. Schwartzberg gets into the action for the Cardinals. They continue to push forward. This has been their best strategy throughout, which takes a little bit of time, but it's working well for them. They spin it outside, barely get back to the line to gain. A big hit coming in from the Wildcats, slamming the door shut. Look for some space, possible obstruction. They're able to spin out of it. Orrego cut it back inside just in time. This one off the hands, now going the wrong direction. Here are the Cardinals. Close, almost lost it, and they will end up giving away a penalty, not releasing the call, and the Wildcats will be back on the charge.
Unfortunately, Tim, you can't really pick and go for 80 meters. It's just a little too long. It's like pick and go, draw some people in, tire some people out, move it a couple times to the back, so nothing's happened. Nobody thought to, kick for territory there, which would have been a better option for Catholic.
Yeah, as soon as they tried spinning it out there, it started to go awry, went back the other direction. As it does appear Lose will go for posts here.
Anytime they step behind the player.
He struck a couple here inside the 10, but
because there's nobody there. There's nobody close enough to get to him.
Okay, so will it be?
It'll be offside if he's actually impeding someone who's there. There's no one within the vicinity, so there's no one to obstruct.
Understood. Thank you.
Yep, you got it. Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you. All right, you have 20 seconds for the kick.
Lake with the final instructions there. His reasoning, doing a good job, as you mentioned earlier, John, communicating everything with both teams. We've had a pretty fair contest. Neither team really getting too outrageous with the tackles or contact. This kick from Lose just off to the right. Had the distance this time. And smartly will just touch this one down. It'll be a 22 because that was off of a penalty kick, so not a goal line. We'll come out to the 22-meter line for a drop kick.
Lose is such a player, but they've left 9 or 12 points on the field here. with missed kicks.
He moved pretty fast as Ray said something. Yeah.
Strong headed in the last 10 minutes, but
so you can be anywhere behind the 22. There. They just have to stay behind it.
In the finals
and
on Sunday, Wayne State want to really think about who's going to kick that ball.
They do have a bit of wind at their backs, about 8 to 10 miles an hour. And there's the kick, charge down off the drop. A locked dream getting to knock that one down. It's Catholic able to retain possession over the 22-meter line. They'll keep it close with the pick and drives. Under 11 minutes left to play here in the National Championship semifinal.
Hold. All right, offside.
Wayne State looking to march their way through. So we have an offsides call, so we'll come back for the Cardinals penalty.
Go ahead.
Error there from Wayne State.
Quick tap and the big charge from the Cardinals.
Keep moving.
Almost had that one with the counter up, but the support arrived just in time to shove them off. Looks like they got their hands on the ball this time to the Wildcats. They're able to steal it away. Just always right there to poach it at all times. Now they've got some space. Little inside ball, no looker. Finds its mark, and then the Cardinals were off their feet, tried to come in and poach that away. Richter did not stay up.
Yeah, a little mistake there from Sean Richter. He just saw that ball on the ground, thought it might have been out, and just dove on it, but referee Lake right on the spot there realizes that should have been a ball for Wayne State.
We'll say taking every bit of time he possibly can before he sends this one out into touch, and then I think that's him stretching things out. 10 minutes left to play here in Houston, Texas. Both these squads not really used to the December heat.
You got it.
So he has enough juice left in the tank here. 9 minutes left to play. Wayne State throw in to the lineout. That front jumper, but it's popped up in the air. Good work on the defensive end by the Cardinals, but it's the Wildcats that are able to retain possession. Some charging runs here inside. Joel knocking on the door. Ndululose lets one runner go by, hits the second, up on his feet still. Letsualo still moving forward. 5 meters out now. Not rolling the way call there. They're able to bring it near side. They've got numbers, and they've got another try. Jaden James, the freshman, in for 5 more with Wayne State.
First-year player James gets a score there, but first-year player, tremendous. T.D. Letsualo, a South African from Fairways High School, played for Titans Rugby Club. Just really made this happen. See the ball come up here. Eventually come out of the truck, but just a couple little moves. Ball eventually gets to Letsuale. Shows just sorry, this is the try there from them to James. The earlier run there was from Letsualo. Took that ball into contact to move it out there. Beat 4 or 5 runners to make about 30 meters before that little pass out to James. A great finish by the first-year pre-engineering major.
Okay, thank you, Finn.
Out of South Africa. Ndululose lines this one up again, taking every second he possibly can. Put this one up into the Texas sunset, off the mark, hit that one a little bit fat. So we'll come back with the restart. 25-7 your score. Wayne State on top as they look to punch their ticket to the national championship to take on the Lumberjacks from Cal Poly Humboldt. Take a second look. With little hands out.
Just out there to James. Ndululose, just so smart. Players just running at spaces, doing a good job. See, goes far, getting some appreciation from Big John Solomon.
Yeah, just the camaraderie there, giving his captain, team president a big hug. He knows all the effort that he's put through this whole season to lead this squad to this point. Unfortunate, it hasn't quite gone their way, but you see the passion and the love that these guys have for one another. This one was tipped. It will be a Cardinals line out here.
All right, you're right here, guys. You're right here.
It's Lucas Meyer, the try scorer for Catholic. Get us started here with the throw to the line out. Makes his call and finds his target nicely up top. Taken by Giordano. They're able to retain possession here. Trying to push on the far side of the pitch. They'll elect to try and spin it outside here. Nice skip pass, but again, through the hands. Doesn't work out for him. Looking for some space. Ford just going to drag defenders through and then gets shoved down. Did not release. His second movement's going to get dinged for the penalty.
That was pretty obvious to everybody in the stadium and everybody in the surrounding neighborhood. Just hits the ground right there, just hits the ground again and goes for the dive. Not the move you want there right in front of referee Lake. He's got no choice but to penalize that.
Lose will look for touch. This one close, but will find it eventually. So still a 18-point lead here for Wayne State. Under 5 minutes left to play. And John, we've seen a lot of heart from this Catholic squad, but again, Wayne State just too much athleticism, too many good athletic targets that they've been able to find throughout the match.
Yeah, they certainly have, Wayne State. They just brought players in one after the other. You know, you can see Gisa right here, number 16. Darren Barners has built a wonderful program up there. Just great players across the board, intelligent, key playmakers, explosive runners, and able to withstand the power of this Cardinals team. Great work here today from Wayne State.
He's setting up for a fantastic final 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon for the Cohen Cup. The Cal Poly Humboldt Lumberjacks have had an excellent last few matches as well, blowing out teams in their own right. Had a big win today. It'll set up for a fantastic matchup again on Sunday. Less than 4 minutes left to play. Tim Wilson, John Broker with Tyler Doidge down on the pitch. Here from beautiful Aviva Stadium, Houston, Texas. The Cardinals there in the red and black continue to charge forward. Slowly but surely trying to make their way down the pitch. Just the one try so far. That one appeared to be high, and Matt Lake will make the call and give the penalty to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Lake definitely scored. That should be an interesting final on Sunday. You know, assuming this score holds, of course. But you and I get to call that one, Tim. That should be a bit of fun. This Cal Poly Humboldt team is very interesting.
Old Lumberjacks, being a Lumberjack myself in the collegiate ranks, rooting those guys on. Let's see what the boys from the Redwoods can do on Sunday as they await this Wayne State squad with weapons all across the pitch.
Great player down.
Step aside a bit, but we've got more action here for you in this National Collegiate Rugby Fall National Championship. Still have the D2 semifinal coming up next.
Sorry, can we just strap his elbow?
What's that? If time's off for him, time's off for him. So, yeah. So, all right. I know he's the captain. I'm going to see you as the leader.
Saw the previous match, John. NC State had
had
one try. It looked like they had tied things up, maybe a chance to take the lead, but a call went against them. They lost the try and ended up taking the loss as well, but you had that call. What did you see in that one as NC State just came up short?
Okay.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. NC State very unlucky in that one.
We got
tough Division II matchup for them. A couple calls just didn't go their way on occasion, and just a little bit of IUP, just a little more determined at times. NC State just a little loose here and there. They could have tightened things up and played a better territory game. They played a little bit down on the other end, but a tough ask for them. But all credit to IUP going to that Division II final against whoever wins the Principia Loyola Chicago game.
And we'll have that one for you at 6 p.m. So just about 30 minutes away from the start of that one. We'll have Lucas Mayer toss this one into the orange and purple sky. Well done, finds his target, gets the return pass, and blows through the defense. The try scorer for Catholic, continuing to play hard here. Less than 2 minutes to go. As the Wayne State players looking for that final whistle. This one taken away, just too much strength from Letsualo. Ripped it away, and the Wildcats look for more space. There's another chip kick up over the top. It will dribble out into touch. It looked like it may have been kicked there by the Cardinals, and we will have a line out back to Wayne.
No live, nope, no more. We have a sub, black sub, 13 black. 13 black.
Darren Barner there, 21 years as the head coach at Wayne State, really developed this men's and women's programs. This is his second week in a row here in Houston, Tim. Certainly a well-traveled coach.
All right, here we go. No, time is on.
Experience bound for him. He actually played football for Wayne State as a defensive back in the 1980s. Special teams coach Rich Bisaccia for the Raiders was his coach back then.
That's good.
Here's the pass out for Catholic. 1 minute left to play, just looking to find a spark here to keep things moving. This errant pass finally gets scooped up, and a nice little run through the teeth of the defense. Good strong run from Gutelius. Now the near side they go. Good hands, trying to find the final pass. Wayne just all over the pitch.
We have advantage.
Always there to slam the door shut. We've got advantage being played. I believe a high tackle is going to be called there from on Imdalilose.
10 black high.
And it'll be a penalty for the Cardinals.
Right here, right here, right here.
30 seconds on the clock. Wayne State just wants to get out of this with no injuries and move on to the next task.
And keeps us moving with the quick tap.
Back, push, push.
Another strong take from Mayer, who's been a standout. Now they find somebody down here on the near side. Giordano takes it into touch. We still have just a bit left on the referee's watch.
Red 12. Red 12.
Looks like we'll have one more sub come in here before the line out to Wayne State.
Augie Arega's coming off. He's had a phenomenal game. The inside center preferred to be a flanker.
Let's go, Black. Hey, John, right here. There you go. Okay, let's go.
Go in for the Wildcats, finds its target.
Outside arm option.
Just a bit outside though, so the
Use the
option
outside arm.
being given to the Cardinals. They'll take the line out, as this could still be the last play here.
Right there, guys.
Lake gives his mark and we await the throw. Really got to hand it to Coach John Salomon, Catholic University of America, out of the Mid-Athletic Conference, put together a fantastic season, undefeated up till this point. The Wildcats just too much here in the National Championship semifinal. Cardinals will keep it tight.
Keep moving, guys.
Some pick and goes, and they'll find somebody here on the near side. There goes Scafuri into contact, but nothing doing. Mayer wants some more through the defense, dragging guys with him. 6 meters out now. Another pick and go. The Cardinals looking to put an exclamation point on the top of this one. Just having fun here in the National Championship semifinal.
Number 8 got it down.
Lake digs in with it and gives the try. Awarded to the Cardinals. Had to get down.
He gave it to Big
real
John
low to be
Walsh.
able to see it.
Well deserved by John Walsh there, the senior nursing
Number
major
8
out
on
of
the
Xavier.
try.
Tremendous play. It was USA Rugby U18.
Yes, I do.
Great work by the number 8, and well rewarded after 80 minutes of good rugby from him.
I'll take it.
Number 16
Thank you. I appreciate it.
in the NCR final
guys.
rankings.
John.
Catholic University of America have showed their heart and determination here, led by that guy, John Walsh,
You're a
as
captain,
well.
you can do it.
We'll take a second look here, John.
Pull my cast, watch.
Yeah, you see Mayer
Great job,
on a
John.
typical run from him, the Fairfield Rugby Club graduate, and then it gets picked up there by Walsh. Walsh played at Xavier in New York City, and he was able to just work his way over the line here, just taking a couple of Wayne State players with him. Matt Lake was right on the spot there to see him get it down. You see that elbow and ball just go down right underneath there. Well deserved for the number 8, John Walsh. And you got to love Matt Lake's little off the ground awarding the try there.
That's right. Got to do what you have to do to be able to make that call. Get down and see the grounding. We now have Sean Ford with the kick off the mark into the orange sunset, and that will do it. Catholic University fall to Wayne State College. Boys from Wayne, Nebraska have punched their ticket to take on Cal Poly Humboldt in the finals. 1 p.m. on Sunday. Should be an excellent matchup. Again, Tim Wilkes and John Broker at Tyler Deutsch down on the pitch. We had a fun one here today, but we'll step aside. D2 semifinal still to come right here on NCR's National Championship weekend.
Lucas and John, great work, both of you. Way to go, guys. Nice effort, great work. Hell of a job. 3, excellent work today. Nice job, guys. Way to go. Nice job, 12. Way to go, guys. Excellent, excellent work. Oh, let me get these guys. Yeah, hey, can't forget you. Great job, congrats. All right. Way to go, guys. Thank you so much. Nice job. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good work out there. Nice job. Excellent job. Thank you again. Thanks, 9. Set 33. Thank you, sir. Way to go. Thanks, 8. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, son.
Great job, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Way to go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Great work out there. Good running. Congrats, coach.
Thank you.
You had it.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
We almost had, no, actually, we knew we weren't anywhere close to no injuries. So, no.
To you, rugby fans, welcome to beautiful New Orleans.
Thank you.
You're sweaty.
I am. Do I need to sign anything?
No problem. Nope. You didn't have any cards.
Card free. All right, let me run it in.
Go card free right
Coach, great job. Thanks, guys. Hey, gonna be at the bar later? I hope so.
That one finally moving out. It looks like they're in the try zone again, extending their lead.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets.